Welcome back to Angel Straps, everyone. Today I'm going to try something different. I'm going to do a state of the collection for 2019. I just watched Jody's video, and I know a few other people do this as well, so I thought now's a good time to do it now that we're getting towards the end of the year, so I can talk you guys through what I've been up to with my collection. So I've got 12. We're going to go through from least expensive to most expensive, and maybe my thoughts on each and where I think things are going to go. So first up, I have my Casio F91W. This is such a inexpensive. I think I got it for £10. I really love this watch. It's so simple. It does exactly what you need it to do. It has all the functionality that you could ever need, and it's so lightweight and extremely comfortable. I wear this thing to the gym when I go, but also if I just want to wear something casual, easily, like fits under any. This would fit under a wetsuit. I wouldn't do that, but it's just so easy to wear. You feel kind of cool when you're wearing it. It's a bit of a retro style, but one that I think everyone should have in their collection. It's pretty standard, obviously, Casio quartz, but iconic over the years. The next one is the world timer. So I've thrown it on like an aftermarket resin strap here because I didn't like the tacky bracelet it came with. But yeah, this is also pretty cool. But I must say, I don't think I wear it as much as my F91W. Kind of serves the same purpose, a little bit more bulky, a little bit more techy looking, has all of the features and a bit more on world time, so I like to keep track of what's happening back home in Australia, but also when I'm traveling around. But I don't think I bring this one with me. It's not the one I reach for when I am traveling. I've kind of got this one because it's quirky, kind of cool. It's extremely lightweight. I wear it on occasion, and I also was looking for a leather strap for quite a while for this one, but there's a bit of a strange join for a leather strap. But I'm still finding out whether I keep this one or not. Like, it's obviously really cool. It's very, very cheap. I think it was maybe 20 pounds. Yeah, I don't think I need to get rid of it from my collection because it doesn't take that much space and it is quite cool, but to be honest, I don't wear it as often, but it's amazing value. The next one, the Casio Duro, or the Marlin. This was, I think, my first budget diver. You basically couldn't find better value for money. It is obviously quartz. I've got it on one of my prototype Angel straps, 2022. It's awesome. It looks awesome. It feels awesome. It has all of the features you need. It's 200 meter water resistance, as you can see there under the Marlin logo. It's got a date window, which I'm not that fussed about, to be honest. This is $50, I think. It's super legible. The Casio logo is super clean. Traditional kind of dive bezel. It's got a screw down crown with crown guards. I love the little etching on the back. The Marlin there. It's amazing value. I was taking this one into the water. Obviously I'm not a diver, but I enjoy having the knowledge that this thing has got all the water resistance you would need to go diving if you wanted to. I think the accent on the second hand is pretty cool. Obviously, I'm trying to match it with my strap here, but this thing, you just get that sense of like, obviously it looks cool, but then you get that sense of, well, even if I do drop it or scratch it, it's not really going to matter. It's just so cheap anyway. So this is like my definition of a true beater. It does everything. The other two that I went through before are a little bit more flimsy. They're plastic. This is steel, so more robust. You can take this wherever. I guess the only thing is it's a quartz, right? So you could run out of battery. Next, interesting one for me, this Casio Sapphire. I picked this one up after watching Ben's Watch Club. He was talking about like the Daniel Wellington killer. So I don't really like Daniel Wellington. I don't really like the Bauhaus design for much, but I thought I'd give it a go. I do like small seconds. I think it minimizes the impact of having a quartz movement. I'd still prefer a mecha quartz than what this has got, but I do think that little pop of color in the middle is cool. It comes on it's not the best strap, to be honest. I had to switch it out a little bit, but you know, if I was going to be one of those guys that wears a fashion watch, I know that this comes from an actual watch brand. I mean, maybe they come out of the same factory, who knows, but at least Casio's got the name behind it, and it's so much cheaper than a Daniel Wellington. Not that I'd ever want one, but I bought this to kind of see how I'd go if I like the Bauhaus sort of dress watch. To be honest, I never wear this thing. I think it was like £60. They got quite hard to buy on Amazon. They were selling it like crazy. The white dial, they also come in, I think, black. But yeah, I think it actually looks good, but it's just not. It's not me, which is fine. My girlfriend actually really likes this, so I might just give it to her. But yeah, it's. I guess it's good for what it is if you're into that kind of stuff. All right, the next one that I have is this Casio Edifice. Now this was when I was going through my phase of what kind of watch can I take traveling with me. And this is kind of a fun watch. It's a quartz. I think it's reasonably new in the Edifice line. I saw this on the Slender Wrist, and this guy was talking it up, and I was like, okay, I better have a look at this. And you know, right dimensions. I think it's a 40 or 39. It also comes in 35, so I didn't want that on my 7-inch wrist. Not going to work. But I like that the second hand has a pop of color, like my Casio Marlin. I think it's a really cool looking watch. It's probably it's way more versatile than the Marlin. Like I could put this on leather and wear it to work, because it's kind of similar to a Saab 033 or 035 shaping you can see on the edges there. So it's a pretty easy watch to wear, and it's not so dive focused, and it's got 100-meter water resistance. Like this is like easy in the pool, and you wouldn't even really worry if it died. But the thing about this is it has such a loud tick. It absolutely sucks. I have it in my my collection in my bed, and this is the thing that you can hear, and it just won't shut up. And you kind of like, well, I put it in the box and then I cover it up, and you can still sort of hear it. So I don't know if I actually need this anymore. I might get rid of it because I've just got a few other watches in that collection, so I don't think I can really sell it because it's not that cheap, it's not that expensive anyway, but probably be exiting the collection. All right, here's another interesting one, and the first foray into the automatics in the collection here. So this is a Seiko Presage. This is an interesting watch because I got this. I saw there was an app called Wish, and it was like an online shopping tool, and I thought, okay, I'll have a look at it, and there were heaps of watches on there and heavily discounted watches, and I was thinking they must all be like, you know, no good. And then I saw this, and it was reduced to like £70 or something, and I was like, really? That's like £200 off. So I thought immediately this is not going to work. And then I ordered it, and I thought, no, I'll see how we go. As you can see, exhibition case back, you've got the rotor there. I actually don't really believe that this is genuine, but who knows. Anyway, I bought it as a dome sapphire sort of dress watch look. I don't actually wear it that often, to be honest. I don't think I'll keep it in the collection. I mean, it's kind of nice to have it, but there's part of me knows that feels like it's not genuine, and once I've got that in my head, it kind of loses some luster in my eyes. So not that I would even add another Prasad to my collection if I got rid of this, just because I don't really wear that line that often. I have other dress watches which I wear. Okay, next, this is the first Swiss on the list. Yes, this is the Casio PR100. I got this as a value buy from a recommendation that Jody had made, and I could see that I thought, well, yeah, he made a good case, get onto the Swiss ladder for under 200 pounds. So I bought it, obviously it's a quartz movement. It's not really a white dial, it's like a silver dial. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, kind of cool to get onto the Swiss ladder at such a budget price. It has a Tissot brand. I thought, okay, cool, see how that goes. I definitely do not wear this. This is one that I would probably sell, or maybe give it to a gift for someone who doesn't really love automatic watches. I mean, it's nice, it's unoffensive, you can wear it to work. It's got a date window, and I like the date at 6. But it's just, I've gone past this, really. Packaging, all that sort of stuff that comes with the Tissot is still there, but I don't wear that watch. Okay, the second newest one in my collection, the Islander. I've done a video on this recently. This watch is awesome. It probably has put my my Marlin and my Edifice out of business. Because this has all the features, all of the upgrades, only, what is it, I think I got it for $199. I think the list price is going to be $299, but yeah, this thing is awesome. So versatile, so luminous. It's got all of the upgrades you need. I'm not sure that I really need a day, or even a date for that matter, but this thing is cool. I love wearing it. It's still early days, but yeah, I would recommend that for an enthusiast in the tool watch market. Okay, we started to move up in price a little bit more now. So this is the Bulova Lunar Pilot. This is my my chronograph. I think it's the only chronograph I have, and it is Mecha Quartz, as I touched on before. I don't mind it's a Mecha Quartz. I don't want to spend so much on a chronograph auto at the moment, maybe later on. This has obviously got the history behind it from being one of the other space watches. So you can see I love the etching on the back there. It's actually really just cool. I've got it on grey silicon at the moment, which I think kind of works. Yeah, it's a kind of an odd shape. It's got 20 mil lug to lug there. So, lug width. So you can, I don't know, I would prefer if I put on a strap that kind of tapered in a little bit, but I definitely, it's a cool watch. It's not going anywhere unless I upgrade it to a Speedmaster Professional, which is a bit more of an investment, but it's still quite cool and got a story behind it. Next, my Saab 033, the watch that got me into automatics. This thing is awesome. I'll never sell it. I think I got it for £300 maybe. It's almost perfect. I mean, you can have your preference around where you want the date window, but it is so versatile. It dresses up really, really well. Great build quality. Yeah, I think the only thing would be if you were going to add something, I think maybe a screw down crown. Like sometimes you feel like you're just going to pull it out. But this thing is awesome. You feel great wearing it. It catches the light well. Awesome sizing. So versatile. I'll never leave this one. It's going to be with me forever. It's one of the first watches that I got that helped me with this passion. Alright, next, this is the Notice Duality. I've got it in Unity White. I did an unboxing video and review recently, so this is still less than a month old in my collection. I've got this on leather at the moment. It's a Hirsch strap. I'm still finding out where this is going to fit in my collection, to be honest. Not sure how I feel about compressor style watches. I think it's really neat. I think there's a lot of lot going on here, but I need to work out if this is the kind of style watch that I'm going to use. And as you can see, it's the second most expensive watch in my collection. I think I got it for $600 plus import duties. So, like, yeah, I'm still seeing how I feel about this. Obviously, it's a great watch, but for who I am and the size of my wrist and what I wear things for and what else I've got in my collection, I'm just gotta wonder if it's enough for me to keep this in. But been really great so far. And then my most expensive Explorer. This is I think I got this 2 years ago. I think it's 2018, 2019. It's the biggest size. The more traditional size is too small for me, I think. But this is awesome. I love this watch. Every time I look at it, I'm reminded I made the right choice. It catches the light just enough. It's not showy at all, despite being a Rolex. I guess you just take the comfort knowing that you've got something quality and iconic on you, and it's more for you and not for other people. And that's kind of sums me up a little bit. I'll never get rid of this. This is my first luxury watch. I think it's perfect. Obviously, zero complications, but that's part of the charm. Extremely versatile, and you know, if anything, I'll probably hold on to this and maybe give it to my son or something like that one day. So I love this watch. I wear it, I kind of wear it as a dress watch a little bit, and that's how versatile it is, but I can also wear it on the weekends. And I guess next step on this one is to you know, invest in a nice strap that I can switch in and out, but I also need to invest in the tool to get it off, because obviously these are very difficult to get off with a normal spring bar tool, so I need to get that as well. Okay, so that is the state of the collection for 2019. I think what I'll end up doing is picking up another one or two next year. I'm looking to add a Flieger to the collection. I've been looking at Stowa and probably Laco if I want to test the waters because it's a bit cheaper and more affordable. But from I guess from a more luxury perspective, or not quite the same as the Explorer, but I've been looking at the Tudor Black Bay 58. The dimensions are awesome, looked awesome, but I also like the GMT they have. So fingers crossed they merge both of those two together in 2020 and release a Black Bay 58 GMT. I will be buying that immediately, but I'm always keeping my eye out for other things to add to the collection. So yeah, let me know in the description if you think there's anything that I should be adding or you're looking at, your views on, I guess, some of the watches I've got in my collection, or some of the other things that I've discussed here today, because I've enjoyed the interaction with people in the comments to date. So like and subscribe if you want to see more, and hopefully I can keep producing these. Thanks guys, see ya.